What's up, Buck fans and RBT Nation? We're back yet again with another film study. Today will be Jedrick Wills Right Tackle out of Alabama. So, obviously, the Buccaneers have a hole at right tackle, so we're looking at yet another one. And for me, this dude is pretty much the top tier of the offensive tackles in this year's draft. 6'4", 312 pounds. He's got that arm length that everyone covets, 34 and 1/4 arm length, and 10-inch hands junior. Pretty good athlete, 5-second, 40-yard dash. I mean, you don't really care about that with an offensive lineman. Again, really good vertical leap. But let's look at him more overall as a player. Plus, what do you see in him?
Yeah, I mean, Jedrick is a guy that, wasn't really talked about, once the season ended. He was on the radar, but he's really taken a step forward, and now he's pretty much everyone's, top offensive tackle in this year's draft class. You thought it would be like Andrew Thomas. That was the guy that was mentioned the most, but Jedrick Wills has really taken a step forward throughout this process, and his tape really just shows that he's very consistent, and overall he's just really good player. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into the game tape.
Jason Peters is an NFL comparison that's pretty damn high and pretty damn good. I mean, a lot of people are all awed by Tristan Wirfs' 40 time and athletic traits in the combine, but when you turn on the tape, for me, this is the dude you really, really like. And personally, who I like. I mean, big, wide, extremely athletic. Again, he had combine numbers too. It just wasn't as good as Wirfs. Moves like a tight end in space. I mean, he just does everything consistent, like you said. What I like a lot, which I mentioned with the Kinlaw video, loose hips and fluid, twitchy feet. I mean, he's got very natural pass sets. And like the only weaknesses you really see are loses in pass protection, usually due to overextending. I think that's, again, to me, it's not a consistency thing you see in tape. You see good effort, being in the right spot. It's just from maybe one or two times a game where he really gets out of position. But overall, let's jump into the tape so we can actually show you that. Or actually, let's go over to Nick Saban little story on Jedrick Wills. So Wills can play left tackle and handle any and all comparisons. So again, Jason Peters is a hell of a comparison. But you made up a point. He was playing right tackle mainly because probably Tua's left-handed, so he's blocking that blind side, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And you want to have your best player protecting the blind side of your quarterback, and Jedrick Wills was definitely that. So it just shows you like how good he is, and obviously Nick Saban feels the same. So they wanted to have him out there, and I think it's pretty much a position he's played his whole career. It looks like he played right tackle in high school as well. So it's a natural fit for him. But I think they know he can play on the left side if needed. So that shows his versatility, which is a good thing, and that's what you want in an NFL caliber tackle.
Yeah. Well, let's go dive deep into this prospect who is Jedrick Wills. Okay, guys, it's time for game film study, and again, a lot of the teams you see us watch are SEC teams. I mean, that's the highest level of competition. So once you want to see the player you want to be drafted against the best of the best, I would say so. So we're looking at Jedrick Wills versus LSU's defense, who pretty much everyone on LSU did very well last year. So let's give him a good test and see how he did against speed, power, everything. Let's check him out. So, I mean, looking at first pass set, again, it's just a guy that's very under control. I mean, this looks like a stunt. Oh, no, it's not a stunt. Just where is his eyes? Where is his hand placement? I mean, first initial kick out wide, but then again, is he going to see the outside rusher come in, or is this guy going to come up the B gap? So he's got to keep his eyes in the middle of those two. So pretty much he's just seeing who's going to come at him first, and he reads it right, jumps on his man, stops it, but I don't know what happened with this guy. What do you
Yeah,
suppose?
that was my first thought. I was like, who's guarding number 9? Because he just has free reign right up the middle.
Look at the open gates. Like, what? I don't
That
know.
is like just wide ass open.
Well, let's keep moving on. Wills again. Good pass set. Again, just him with the stunt. watch his eyes again. It's one big thing I really like about Wills. I mean, initial, again, in the middle between these two guys, right? Because you don't know if this guy's coming around, this guy's coming in this way, or, again, if they're just switching. So a lot of things can go on in this play where he has to be aware of. And, again, middle of the field eyes. Who's going to come at me first? Oh, it could be this guy. But then he has enough balance to actually switch over, get on 43. Does well. Again, Tua tries to scramble around. But still, he maintains his block. How was that?
No, that's really good. I think the main thing is like you said, control. I mean, he's just really under control. He doesn't get, overextended here, doesn't get out of place. 65 does a good job of pushing that guy over, and then he does a good job of regaining balance. But really good job of just, again, he's locking on. I think you would like to see 65 be a little bit more control, but
Yeah.
74 does a good job of just staying in his spot.
Yeah, look at the difference between 65. He's totally turned.
Right. Exactly.
Out of position right here. So I think he has to move his whole body. So, I mean, look at Wills. His hips are facing towards the defender, but his shoulders are towards for the line of scrimmage.
Right.
So, I mean,
he's nicely squared.
He's prepared for anything. So I always say it's like his hips are facing one way, his shoulders are facing the other way. It's like a perfect position to be in to be prepared for speed rush, power rush, anything. And he's under control, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Well, pretty. On to the next. What you going to do? Again, this is Chason, another very high prospect in this draft, who a lot of Buck fans like. Tries to one-arm him, one arm longer than two. Goes right in his chest, but, again, withstands it. Not enough power to go through him. Easy win by Wills. And then watch the move by Jerry Jeudy here on the bottom of the screen. Whoop! Separation much?
Yeah, it's a elite route runner right there.
Let's keep going. Wills again. Good pass set. Tries to win with the inside spin move. Wills is balanced enough to stop it. How do you like it?
Yeah, it's just elite footwork right here. I mean, that's the mirror drill right there, and he's putting it on display really well. I mean, that's just great footwork. His ability to slide left or right. And I like how he just catches the defender, but shields him off, and really does a great job.
It's just so consistent. I mean, one knock I had on Tristan Wirfs when I did the film study on him was his feet. He would almost cross his feet. Like I always mentioned, like he would have this little cross happen when pass blocking. And Wills just keeps it balanced, keeps his butt low, wide base. When he sees the guy starting to spin, okay, I'm going to push you away because you're not going to get in this. And then, again, moving with him, like you said, mirroring him.
Right.
It's a really good play. And then Tua fumbled the ball in that play, but again, stunt, controlling it.
Again, 65 did a better job there with, passing him off. But, again, Wills does a great job of, again, staying square, keeping his shoulders in the right spot, and he just anticipates very well.
I mean, for over 300-pound man to be moving to his right, stop, move over to the left, stop, move back over to the right. I mean, that's hard to do. I mean,
really good.
That's athletic for a man that size.
Very athletic.
Oops, Tua.
Yeah, unfortunately, it ends up in a pick.
There we go again. Two guys coming at him. No problem. I mean, he's stopping the edge rusher and picks up the blitzer.
Yeah, it's really good. That's looks like a nickel corner coming from the edge.
And look
Does
at that.
a really good job of just
Look
getting these guys out of the way.
That's a jump kick if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
In position, but look, and it's not unbalanced. I mean, look at his upper half. It goes with him. It's not like it's leaning behind or waiting for the guy to make contact and then get into it.
Yeah, he's very connected with his body, and that's what you want to see from an offensive lineman.
God, good pass set. Yeah, Henry Ruggs. This Alabama offense is loaded. All right, so he got beat inside. Okay, this is Chason, but again, he's jumping outside because Chason's a speed rusher. Tries to reach. Just a great move, actually.
Yeah, on that play, I mean, it's you pretty much have an RPO. You have it's going to be a quick pass. So I mean, he kind of gets a little aggressive there. He wants to get out in front of Chiason, but again, a great move by Caleb Vaughn and really does a good job. But again, the ball's coming out quickly, so he kind of understands he can be maybe a little bit more aggressive than usual.
Let's be honest, this is a good move by Chason.
Yeah,
Slapping those two hands down,
it's a perfect move. Yeah,
dropping his hips, turning inside.
yeah, you can't stop that really.
But to be honest, I think that was the only one time in this LSU game where he got beat that I saw. Run blocking. Okay, so let's run this back really slow. So look at the man that he gets. So he comes down, blocks down to the defensive tackle. This dude's huge. Keeps his eyes at the second level of this linebacker. So when the linebacker starts coming down, he's going to have to make a hole for his running back. You eliminate or disengages, gets on the linebacker. You're not going to make his play. No hole there, so the running back just bounces it outside all day. But that linebacker crashed down. Both these linebackers actually crashed down. Trying to fill gaps. So there's only one other area to go. God, that's a good block. I mean, that's underrated. What do you like?
No, yeah, again, it just shows his overall awareness. Again, he does a great job of he's going to double team 72, who is a big boy, so you got to get on him. And then he does a great job of, like you said, just keeping his eyes up, and he gets number 6 out of there. Running back reads it right, does a good job of cutting it back, as you see the hole on the left there. Big gain.
Okay, goal line stance now. What you going to do? Helps out with the tight end. Disengage, get the linebacker again. And he makes it look easy, too. I mean, that he's withstanding two guys here, and it looks like he's not really giving much effort. I mean, I think that's one knock on him that people kind of have, that he doesn't finish ferociously, I guess. But he's withstanding almost three guys there.
Yeah, he's doing his job, and that's what he does very well. I mean, you see the excitement there. He knows he made an impact on that play, basically getting two guys, and he made the 23 guy take a wider angle just because he was in the way there. So, yeah, good job.
All right, again, running game. So, blocking down. This is what you see a lot. This is what you saw a lot of last year with the Bucs. Blocking down, get to the second level. But he's just doing a really good job. Dude spinning around, does no clue where he's at. And there's the woo. You know what? Let's give him one more woo. Woo! So again, guy tries to get his hands on him first. Chops those bad boys down. The defender was leaning too far forward, so he's going down with his hands. This is the only area. So he's down, sit on him. Just make work of him. He's not going to be able to move again, but he lets him get back up. That's one little area where it's just consistency that he has very well. It's just pummel him. Get rid of him. I'll let you break. Oh, damn.
Yeah, this one's against Darrell Taylor, who's another highly prospect. Does a great job of just finishing him here. Again, Darrell tries to win on the outside. He's not going to win there. Not against Wills.
Again, here he is again. Trying to speed outside rush. And just look, hips, shoulders.
Yeah, just look how he squared to the player. I mean, you can't teach that. I mean, that's just really good right there.
He's just a natural pass blocker, I think. And so if you're looking for a Bucs prospect, to me, this is, if there was a dream he could fall to us, this is the type of dude you'd want. I mean, this is consistent play over and over and over again.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just a natural hip bender too.
Yeah. He's staying balanced, hip, knee bend, balanced over his hips. I mean, everything about what he's doing here is just natural. I mean, oof.
Yeah, that's just domination right there. I mean, he's just getting the guy, making sure he's down. I mean,
right, so yeah, staying in front.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to beat me with power. I'm going to leverage you, and you're going to come down with me.
Yep.
Nice. And people who like offensive line play will find this extremely exciting. Oh, again, leverage. So hip explosion. So he sees the guy's going to try and push inside.
Yeah.
Watch this outside leg. Like the torque of everything that he's getting. Everyone's going to say, this is all his chest press. This is just bench press going to get this. Watch his hips explode and push this guy inside. Plant, shove. I mean, that's all hips. This is little things you notice when you're watching offensive line. Again, stunt. Who cares? I can change direction just as well as you can. Really in a good balance. Everything about this is good. These are things that you don't normally see. You're always looking at the wide receiver, running back, but these are the guys that are making the play for you. Right? Here's another time he got beat, but considering it's a quick screen, he's probably getting out in space.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, oh, crap, I messed up. I mean, if he knows the play, he knows where he has to be. He doesn't have to make a really great block on this guy. He just has to slow him down a little bit. But this is kind of funny. These are the plays I had to find that were losses for him. Aggressiveness in the run game again.
Yeah, that's really good. Drives this guy back. Yeah, just the initial jolt right there. He just gets him straight up. I mean, that's perfect technique. Right into his chest. Not hands to the face.
Yep.
And he's just driving with his legs there. Really good job.
Yeah, they always talk about leverage, right? Look how low he gets.
Yeah. Watch his hand explosion, though. The way he just drives up there. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's textbook. That's like you're, on the sleds in practice.
And look at the hole.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you would like to see him, like you said, oh, well, there you go. He shows a little finish there at the end. But, yeah, really good job. Here again.
I really like this one. Look how much motion he does. So he starts right tackle position.
He's going
to come all the way across and get this dude right here.
Yeah.
Like that's, again, mobile athleticism. And they're asking him to do this because he knows the tight end's going to come down and get the middle linebacker. That's really nice. And he maintains the block the whole way. Really nice. Oh, there's some explosion there.
Yeah, that was good right there. Again, it's just his awareness. Head up, drives his defender, gets his guy.
And then you're doubling again, seeing the middle linebacker come down, disengage, get to the linebacker.
Yeah.
Creeps,
takes him out of the play.
Right?
Yeah.
You just got to hope your other guys maintain blocks, but he did his job.
Yeah.
All right, I like this one, just him getting out in space and then just making work of a linebacker. So again, he just whoop around the defensive end, and then he's going to go hunt for a linebacker. Found him. Stay down.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean,
so
being in space.
Overall, to me, I really like him as a prospect, but let's give our overall grades, and I want to see what you think of him.
Yeah, overall, Jedrick Wills, I think, is probably my top tackle in this year's draft class. I think he's really good. Just consistency, ability to pass protect, his feet movement is really solid. So just really athletic for his size, and he does a great job, pass protection, but also in the run game, I think he's very aware, and he just does his job. And I think that's what you want from, a prospect like Jedrick Wills. And I think if he's available at 14, I think the Bucs are, licking their chops to make that selection pretty quickly. He's just a really good player, and it would be a welcome addition to the Bucs offensive line. And I think he kind of fits their mold of style and really would be a great addition for the Buccaneers.
I agree on pretty much all accounts. The dude is my, again, top-rated offensive lineman. Does everything balanced consistently. That's the biggest thing for me, consistently. Exciting player for an offensive lineman. The run game isn't the best, but again, we're a passing offense. We're going to want how everyone thinks we have to hold the ball for 5 and 7 step drops. I think he would be the perfect pick at 14, again, if available. But overall, if he's there, great pick. If not, I don't know about the other offensive linemen just yet. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, like the video, please. And with that said, go Bucs, and until the next video.